It's Jojo Fasho, and we live from 702. Star, what up?
Well, I fell up in this bitch one time. Yeah, I'm off the 40 deuce. Get it cracking up in here on gang, full squad, all the homies fall through. Plenty drinks in the room, lots of girls in the mood, I'm cool. Las Vegas, Sin City, yeah, I'm live from the 702.
It's Sorry, Not Sorry. I'm your host, Jojo Fasho, and we have a new guest arriving on the show today. Y'all say what up to Airrial. You know what I mean? Multi-talented artist, dancer. You know what I mean? So what's good with you?
Age, taking it one day at a time, one music note at a time, one dance at a time.
So you got some music, you know what I mean? Streaming on all platforms. And you know what I mean? You dance as well. You dance well.
Thank you.
So you got some things going on, and you know what I mean. You want to talk about. So, well, I've been following you since way back. You know what I mean, way back, and
Yes.
you know what I mean. Music is dope as hell. You know what I mean.
Thank you.
In the video, you know, and hey, who shot the video?
The person who shot both videos is my engineer. His name is Dijon Underdew. He works for, or he owns rather, Hallway Empire. So he recorded, mixed and mastered the records. And then when it was time to shoot the videos, you know, I just asked him, he's like a big brother to me, to help me direct the videos. We kind of both wrote the treatments together. He already had a feel for the music, so I knew that he would pretty much execute my vision very well. So yeah, my big brother D.
That's what's up, because the video's clean. It's
Thank you.
clean as hell, you know what I mean? And yeah, you guys did a great job, man. I'm definitely something that could be, you know what I mean, played in the club, you know what I mean? Uh,
Thank you.
you know, I want to ask you, how did you get into music in the first place?
I think it's just been all around me as a child. I believe that I was introduced to music through my DNA. My mother is a classical pianist, of course, retired. She took piano lessons for over 15 years and played as well. And then my father was a drummer. My grandfather played both 5-string and 6-string bass. My papa Rip, and then my grandmother Mary was a singer, and my grandmother, my mom's mom, was a dancer. So I believe that I was just introduced to music in general through way of my DNA. I believe it was passed down to me from my parents.
Oh yeah. That's definitely sounds like it's definitely in your DNA. Everybody.
Yeah, almost like all the elders for sure. Like, my parents gave it to me, and their parents gave it to them. So I believe that's just how it came to me. And then, just growing up in middle school and high school, I was a band kid. So between me playing piano as a child, because I started playing piano when I was 5 years old, and I switched around to violin. And then once, I got into the band setting, I was one of the woodwind kids on clarinet and flute and piccolo. And that kind of just stuck with me because it wasn't so heavy to carry on the field. And, I've just been musically inclined ever since.
That's what's up. I played the violin in school. Played the violin in school.
It's uncomfortable, is it, with the little sponges taped underneath the bottom, trying to not hurt your shoulder with that wood, huh?
Yeah, then you gotta take the rosin, and then you know what I mean. And
Yeah.
I got out of that by the time I got tired. But I did play the violin once upon a time, people. So you know what I mean. That is a JoJo fact that a lot of people do not know unless you were there. But That's amazing. You know, so you got into when did you record your first track ever?
The first track that I recorded ever was during the pandemic. I started recording in July of 2020. A friend of mine named Heidi, at the time, she was doing a song with Team Feezy produced by Exert Beats called Countdown. And they asked me to write a hook on it. It never came out, but I did a demo of the hook and took it into my big brother at the time, the hallway, and recorded it. And that's kind of like what got me into um, just the recording process. I had tried a couple of demos before that in college. I'm a Delta College graduate out of their media studies with concentration in radio program over at San Joaquin Delta College here in Stockton. And I did a lot of my own audio recordings there, but musically for real, it was the summer of 2020.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Calvin, it just accomplished all the way around. All
Thank
right,
you.
right. So, do you have any plans for more music? Because it's been a little while since you dropped,
It has,
and
of course.
some of us are kind of waiting. You know what I mean? Kind of.
I did record a record at the beginning of this year that I didn't put out yet. And then there are 13 records that were recorded from the time of 2020 to 2022. Some are finished, the majority of them are finished, and then there are a couple where I just maybe recorded a hook or two. Um, but I do have records in the chamber that just never came out. And then I did record a new record at the beginning of this year called Bye, to really put into perspective kind of like where I'm at. So I'm hoping to kind of, just release it and get a video shot soon.
Hey, so you're doing it like you're taking the Maxwell route, just kind of taking your time,
Hmm.
keeping it,
Yeah.
keeping
I'm
everybody.
really particular about what I put out.
And you should be, and you should be. I feel rappers get away with putting out a lot of content all the time, and the fact that you're doing it that way, I agree with that. You should definitely do that. It keeps people waiting, gives you time to work on your craft, and
Mhm.
really take your time and master what you're trying to put out because the sound is
Mhm.
great. So you kind of, you know what I mean. You got to bring that every time.
I know.
You got
It's kind of hard to do.
so you can't slack down that a little bit. You know.
Mhm.
So you took a step back from that and noticed all the dancing on the. Well, you've been dancing. You know what I mean? I seen your
Mhm.
choreography in the video. And all that.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? You were kind of. How did you? You know what happened? Like, did you just?
Well, for the dancing part, I took my first class in a heel setting back in 2021. I believe that I walked into a studio around September, October in the fall of 2021, and that's how I met Dana Ford, the young lady that choreographed Friday Tonight for me. And I took a class, and it just became a snowball effect. It kind of felt like a tumbleweed. One class turned into more classes, and it's 3 years later. um, I just love the music. I believe that, I just follow the music. It's in recording and it's definitely on the dance floor. So that's, where I've been spending my time. I skate for fun, and, the classical music is there. So I kind of just go wherever the music goes, and I've been enjoying being a part of the dance community.
That's what's up. That's definitely interesting. And so you like do you teach at all? Like
No,
do you help choreograph certain stuff, or you guys
mm,
all there just jamming, just functioning? Like
I'm just jamming and functioning right now. I feel very much so a student of the game. I'm still learning how dance fits me, and you know still learning the skill that it takes to be a dancer. I know dances have developed over time. Right now, I'm just really focused on putting in the work and just being a student of dance and of music and just absorbing. So right now, I'm just enjoying showing up to classes, functioning with all my friends, and just trying not to forget the choreography by the end of the class.
Well, that's something that I could never do. You know what I mean? I don't think I can remember dance steps. You know what I mean? I can barely remember lyrics. So you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm not. I don't think that could be me. You know what I mean? To learn a whole dance routine. I've always looked at people like Michael Jackson and Chris Brown and you know what I mean? And like, man, how do they remember all that? You know what I mean? And that's a long, being on stage, you know what I mean? If you got a performance and being on stage and say, like most of our sets are like 10, 15 minutes, that's a long time to remember all them dance steps. Made it and keep it fly. You know what I mean? You're gonna be thirsty. It's hot on there. You gotta drink water. You know, so yeah. Big ups to you. Big
Oh, thank you.
ups to you.
You should come and try our class. You'll be surprised, how much you remember by the end of the class.
You know what? I think I'm kind of too tall to be out there.
No.
I remember we was at a party like back in the day, and we was out there dancing, and one of my homies was like, it was actually somebody took a film of it, so I ended up being somebody's friend. And they was like, "Yo, Jojo, man, you kind of too big to be out there dancing, big." You know what I mean? And so.
Tell us, do you like that? Tell us, do you like that? Dance and music is so universal that it's for everybody. And trust me, there are some tall people in class that be getting down though.
So, how do you stay motivated and inspired to continue to do music and dance and everything that you do?
I think it's the people that I'm truly connected to. My dance family is very special to me. I'm a part of two different dance communities, and they speak a lot of life and positivity into me. My engineer is always hitting me up, like, you know, letting me know that, sometimes for all the times that I doubt myself, that my pen isn't as rusty as I think it is. I think that I'm just surrounded by a lot of people that care a lot about me and they just speak a lot of positivity into me. So it just keeps me motivated to continue making music, to continue songwriting, to continue music composition, to continue studying dance, its movements, trying to level up. So I just believe it's, the people that really love and care about me, all my friends and my family that truly speak positivity and just life into all of my dreams that really motivate me to keep going.
That's what's up. And as far as the dancing, that's pretty entertaining because, when you look, especially me, I got, people following me, and I'm following like a few thousand people myself. So when I look in my feed, and I'm scrolling, I haven't seen too many dancers, people dancing, and there's like a few people break dancing on my feed that I follow, it's very intriguing in the fact that it's not something a lot of people are doing. You look at your feed, you see a lot of people, rappers, doing videos and all that kind of stuff, but the capture dance, I thought that was pretty cool. So that's why I was like, damn, I didn't even I didn't even know she danced. I thought she was, and that's another aspect that of the music. What I mean? When we caught the videos, I'm like, okay, so she has choreography in the video, so the video was mad professional. What I mean? And the song, I'm like, why is this not played in every club right now? You know what I mean? Because it's a banger. It's a hit. What I mean? The song is a hit.
I think that music is just really subjective. And, you know, there will be a time, if I continue to just be diligent in my craft and just really work on it, that, that the people that my music is meant for, it'll be played by, and that's just what keeps me hopeful. That, and then, I think that the records that I did release before are more of on a pop spectrum. Usually when I enter into a club, it's mainly R&B and hip hop dominated. So I believe as I continue to create music and create music according to mood versus genre, it'll definitely find the people that it's meant for, and it'll be played in the spaces where it's well received.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, staying diligent to the craft, staying on your grind and all that. You know what I mean? And have you on your music? Have you collaborated with anybody, or like your music is all you?
Right now, it's all me. In the past, 10 years ago, when I was in college and I was taking my hand at releasing some records, I was singing a lot of songs written by a friend of mine. Her name was Chanel Kitson. They call her Nelly Rose. I was singing a lot of her songs. This was before I began writing my own. So that was one collaboration I did have. Yeah, I tried to like rap a little bit. So I had one collaboration with this guy. His name was Murder Man out of Rocky Mount, North Carolina. And he made this song called Go. And I tried to rap on it, but he actually really put it out. So that was really funny that he really did put it out. People thought it was kind of cool. So, it was just one of those things. So I do have a couple of collaborations, and then the record that I did record in 2020 with Heidi and Exert, so even though it never did come out, it's like one of those hooks that I'm just definitely really proud of. I did a lot of vocal layering to it. I tried harmonizations on it. So those are the couple of collaborations that I do have. But there have been like other artists in the city that do want to collaborate this year, and they definitely want to work on some things with me.
Well, what is your like creative process like when you do music? Because I know like as far as mine, like my little creative process, what I mean, I gotta get all my beats together. And then I have like I have certain friends that I have come around and kind of like, we kind of like vibe off together, and but we gotta go to the crib. Like I can't write in the studio. I mean, I can write on the spot if I really, really had to, but I like to
Mhm.
be at the house. You know what I mean, with the old school boom box and you know what I mean, and we get the beats together and we do it like that. So like, what is your creative process like?
My creative process is usually I like to write the record before I go into the studio to avoid wasting studio time because studio time you have to kind of pay for up front and it costs. So when I'm in the studio, I really don't like to mess around and waste time because vocally I'm trying to figure it out. So usually if you're a singer, sometimes when you go in the booth you have the sharp or flat. So I really try to write the record before I take it into the lab and then just work on laying the vocals when I'm there. So a lot of my creative process normally happens at home. And then I just take the record into the lab and me and my big brother D, we go in on vocal production and, we normally kind of coordinate from there.
What's up? So, what would you say sets your music apart from other artists?
I'm still figuring that out. I don't believe that I've made enough records or released enough records independently to compare them to anything or to anyone. I haven't put out a lot of music. We live in a day and age where 60,000 songs are uploaded on the internet every day. And I just don't believe that I am anywhere close to that to even make comparisons of what sets me apart or what makes me the same. I believe that I just need to be a lot more consistent in releasing the music and believing in the music that I'm creating in order to be set apart from anything or anyone. I do know that a lot of people gravitate towards my authenticity as a person and as an individual. So when you take the music away and when you take away dance and you look at Airrial as the person, I am unlike anyone that you will ever meet because I am in a class of all my own. And that's what people know about me.
Magnificent, magnificent. Yeah, yeah. And Yeah, you know what? Your whole vibe on your, it's crazy the way social media is, because you can kind of get like, you can kind of, when you look at somebody's page, you can kind of catch their whole vibe and their aura. You know what I mean? Especially through their reels and stuff that you post. So it's crazy the way that you come off in your music, and like, your dancing is kind of like you're like in real life. You come off very humble. Very humble, like, you know what I mean. And it it's pretty cool. You don't meet a lot of people that are kind of humble these days. Everybody's very arrogant, you know what I mean, and all that. Especially a lot of female artists and entertainers that I come across come off pretty arrogant and kind of obnoxious. Almost like they have like that battle rapper swagger, and it's kind of like so. From that's from my experience. You know what I mean? Being all around. And it's yeah, keep doing what you're doing. um,
I think that's a part, the good thing about being talented and being grounded and having good people around and being led by God and the energy of the universe. I really don't have time to be arrogant in my talent because I believe in being a student of the game. No matter how great people think my talent is, I don't believe I will ever get to a point to where I'm unteachable, uncoachable. I always want to be a sponge and continue learning from everybody around me. So that really keeps me from putting my nose in the air and looking down at others. And then I just really, really love everybody that I work with. I love them so much. They bring me so much joy and happiness that there's not really anything to, be arrogant or upset about. And, I'm really just working on my consistency. I have so many hobbies that I get nothing done. I'm ice skating, I'm dancing, I'm in the studio, I'm hanging out with friends. I really just think that those are the things that keep me truly grounded. I never want to be so it that nobody can tell me anything. I think that's my greatest fear. So I definitely try to keep my feet on the ground.
Absolutely, yeah. And as a student of the game, you gotta be willing to learn. So, you know what I mean? Like you just said, you know what I
If
mean?
you see me leaning in, I got to make sure that I hear you now that I can't hear you through my butt.
Oh yeah, yeah, you good. Um, yeah, as a student of the game, yeah, you gotta keep your ears open, your mind open, to everything. So, that's definitely a great mentality to have. There was this OG that I used to know named Will, and it's crazy you said student game, because he would always say that, and he was kind of like a bodybuilder. So we would go around him, and like this dude was like 50, you know what I mean, and he's still buffing, you know what I mean, but he only looks like he's 35, and he's like, "Oh, just a student of the game, B," you know what I mean? While he's lifting, like that's crazy. You said that. It made me think of OG Will. Shout out to OG Will, man.
Shout out to OG.
So, how do you incorporate your personal experiences and your emotions into your music and your dancing?
With dance, that's kind of hard to explain. I've been analyzing the way that I dance through some of the videos that we take in class. I do realize that when the music comes on, so do I. So I've been looking to connect the dots and what it clicks in my mind that connects me to the music. Dance is a really good release for me because people that work and everything, like, I work a regular job, so I kind of use those emotions after a long day where I'm hot and I'm tired. I just go in there, try to dance my best dance and, leave it there. And it's because I've always tried to make happy music because music is a happy thing for me. So I've always tried to create an upbeat, up tempo type of record. But I believe that I'm getting there because I believe that the record that I recorded at the beginning of the year, the lyrics were so real and relatable to what's really going on in my life that when people hear it, it'll be a different form of music than they heard from me before because it'll be some real life stuff because I'm on this record. I'm a talk some shit. You know, they say as an artist, every now and then you gotta pop your stuff. So, mm,
Yeah, definitely. You know, you can, yeah. You definitely gotta do that. You know what I mean? Let them know who boss around.
hmm
You know what I mean? And
I've always been afraid to pop with stuff. I think that musically, I just been always afraid. Like, I can't really say that. What are they gonna think if I say that? And then my engineer told me to stop that and just talk my shit and leave it.
well, you know, it's not exactly what you say; it's how you say it. And being that hip hop is competitive. You
Mhm.
know, and you know, you get so I feel the need to compete, you know, and you don't necessarily have to come at people, but you know what I mean. There's nothing wrong with getting your swagger on, and you know what I mean, letting people know that you know what I mean that you own this, because
Mhm.
in a way when you dance, you know what I mean, the way I've watched your group. You know what I mean? You guys dance. It's kind of like you guys kind of do that when you dance. You guys kind of letting people know that you own the room, you own the stage. So
Mhm.
to do that musically too is you know it only makes sense. You know, have you had any like challenges, you know, like musically and dancing? Like I
Yeah, I tried an open verse challenge a couple of years ago. Like I found you know how they have like on TikTok where you can insert your little verse or whatnot. I found that challenging to write to somebody else's record, but I thought that I pretty much did okay. I picked a record called I can't remember the title of the song, but it's made by this guy named Dex. Xavier was his name at the time. And he already had like a girl singing on the hook, and he had opened it. He had created like a little open part where you inserted like your verse. So I found that challenging to write to somebody else's record that I had never heard before. Dance is challenging every class. Man, sometimes you be in there struggling and fighting for our lives trying to keep up with that choreography. So dance is definitely challenging every day.
yeah, I can imagine dance being challenging because if you miss a little microsecond of a step, you off beat. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And then you gonna look crazy on film.
Yeah.
I've paid attention to you know what I mean, even the artists on stage like Usher, you know what I mean, like Sierra and them like that, you know what I mean. I could tell sometimes like you know, I had a partner that danced or whatever.
hmm
He kind of did like Cirque du Soleil and all that stuff, but he was
hmm
really a hip hop dancer at heart. And we'd be sitting there watching some of the stuff, and he'd be like, "Oh yeah, she's tired." You know what I mean?
hmm
And you know, so
hmm
I'm like, you know, for him to have an eye like that, you know what I mean? Because I don't really have too much of an eye for dancing. You know what I mean? I just say, you know what I mean? If it's groovy, then it's groovy. You know what I mean? And but
hmm
he could tell she's tired. You know what I mean? Because it
hmm
started off a little bit, and then he showed me. He's like, "See, watch." You know what I mean? And to have that eye, you know, because you're gonna see things that you know most people can't because that's what you're doing. You know?
hmm
Yeah. Big ups to that. You know what I mean? And
Thank you.
well, how do you guys like? How do you guys choreograph in the first place? Because I don't even know how people even begin to to even do that to put dance moves together like that. You know, especially
Well, I don't choreograph. Usually, the choreographer or the instructor is the person to class that I attend. So I attend classes at both Legacy Studios, and sometimes I attend classes at Elevate Dance Studio, and it's whoever's teaching at the time choreography. So I don't make up any of those moves. It's their choreography.
how long does it take roughly to learn a whole routine?
So usually class will start at like maybe 7:30 or 8:30 or sometimes 8 o'clock. And you're normally learning the routine up until like maybe like 9 or so. The routine from beginning to end about 9 or 9:30. And then after that you're kind of like broken up into groups and then you perform for the class.
Right. And I don't know if I'd be able to.
Come on, Jojo.
I just get
That's
all
how it happens.
Yeah, all the mess I be talking. I don't even know if I could do that. I'd be on there embarrassed myself. People gonna be talking about me. You know,
You'd be surprised how loving a dance community can be. A lot of people don't come to class in fear, or they have the same fears as you of getting up there and embarrassing themselves. It's not about if you really remember the dance or not. If music is in your heart, and a dance community is going to love you because they're going to love what you bring to the table. A lot of people think it's about being able to dance really well. The dance community just really loves people who love music, and that's just been one of the really good things about dancing is that it's not about if you remember the choreography or not. It's them loving you as a person and your individuality and what you bring to the table as a dancer.
can you tell us about any specific moments in your life that have inspired your craft in a way?
Yeah. There's been so many, I would think the very first time I heard my grandma Mary sing in church, and she had like one of the most powerful voices that I had ever heard. And it inspired me to want to know more about finding my own voice. I knew that I wouldn't be able to sing like my grandmother, but I knew that I could find my own voice with practice. And, my grandmother gave me a tape. My mom was in this choir as their pianist when she was in school. They were called the Goldenaires. My mom went to a school called Golden Gate Academy, and my grandmother gave me a tape of the Goldenaires and played the tape. And of course, there would be people singing, but I would be listening to my mom play the piano in the background for the Goldenaires, and it just gave me a lot of inspiration to know that, musically, I'm musically intelligent. So it just definitely inspired me in my own sense.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, yeah. Having people that do music around you definitely is definitely inspiring. You know, when we were growing up, our uncle rapped. So, I remember he had kind of a deal and he played his tape that he had and he was rapping and I think he was taking us to a party or so. And he was rapping the whole way to the party. And we were like, man, that's cool. And he just wouldn't stop. You know what I mean? So and then he always put out a mixtape. This is back in like early times. And everything that he was putting out, like we were like, man, like we actually know somebody that's a rapper, So that was kind of inspiring in a way, And then I didn't drop my first little verse until like I was like a senior in high school. It was terrible. It was terrible.
It
But
always be the first ones that you think is so bad. Like once you start creating, you always think like the first ones is so bad, but it's probably actually really good. And congratulations on all your music and your success, Jojo. You've definitely been building over time. You've been doing your thing from the podcast to the music, just to everything, just to your following growing, people, waking up to you, waking up to your talent and everything that you've been doing. It's coming full circle. And, that's just the universe's way of showing you that no matter what, no matter who sees, you're working.
thank you. I appreciate that. Shout out to all the people who support and who keep pushing and you know what I mean, who be on my case. you know. People be calling me like, yo, you slacking. Get up. So
It happens, huh?
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially a big one is my bro Beach, Dimitri, you know what I mean? He be on my case, you know what I mean, calling me, and my boy 702 Thrills, I did his interview a couple weeks ago, he's actually the one that got me into rap in the first place, so and then they're also my critics. So every interview they're gonna come and critique and tell me what I did wrong. But we gotta have that, the supporters. I looked on your feed, you got a lot of people that support, that are behind you, and that's actually, that's one of the best things ever, that people believe in you. So, yeah, We're gonna keep
I
doing
think it's good. I think it's good that they're holding you accountable to your greatness. As individuals, we can get very comfortable and complacent with just being, I'm all right. I'm glad that they own your case about being great, and, putting out your content to the world. That's good.
yeah, we gotta, find ways to challenge ourselves, and
Mhm.
it's interesting how this podcast thing came along because I did an interview, with It's Gorgeous, and we went on tour last year, and he was putting the podcast in my ear the whole time, like, "Hey, be a good podcast, be a good podcast," and I'm sitting like, "Nah, fool, I'm on stage, I'm trying to perform," and
Mhm.
I was kind of,
Yeah.
shouting it out, you know what I mean, and then but he really stayed on my case and really helped me, just really put it in my ear and was like, man, just do it. You know what I mean? So, here I am. They said I'd be talking. So you need to get on a podcast and talk. So, and shout out to Gorgeous, man. They're on the We Outside
Yes.
Part 4 right now. So
Mhm.
I can tap into them to see what they got going on for everyone that came, Evie, Pluto, VCJ. They're all out there doing what it do.
Mhm.
And down on the stages and yeah. You have any plans to perform in the future? Thinking about it?
I've been thinking about it. I haven't been on stage in about a decade. So I feel like it's long overdue. I believe the last stage that I was on was after college. So it's been a long time. But, I believe that just goes back to exactly what I said. I need to be more consistent on releasing music and releasing my sound of music just so there is something to perform. It's hard to get up here and perform if you don't have your music. Unless if you're singing cover songs, and that's great too because I know a lot of people that sing cover songs really, really, really good, and a lot of people love for you to perform that. So I'm just looking into putting out the music and just singing in general. I don't do enough of that.
Would you be able to share any advice for people, entertainers, dancers, on how to maintain their mental and emotional well-being while pursuing what they love?
Stay connected to good people. You're gonna have a lot of days where you doubt yourself, and it's gonna be those people that bring you out of the darkness. And then for the people that just really aren't connected to anybody, believe in you. And what I mean by that is believe in yourself. The talent that deep down in your heart that you have, God gave it to you for a reason. Believe in that. It doesn't have to make sense to anybody. It just has to make sense to you. And that's all you really need to know. Listen to your heart. Listen to the music. It won't lead you wrong.
Exactly. Boom. She hit it right on the head. You know what I mean? That's the little question I'm trying to go in there and ask people, you know what I mean? So they can just see everybody's perspective, got a lot of, different answers on that question. So that's one of my favorite questions now that I would like to ask people, because any of your mental and emotional well-being is very important, especially in these days, mental health, you know,
Yes.
um, we are mental health advocates, you know what I mean? For those of you who are uh, under the Hood Studios, they have mental health seminars, you know what I mean, hosted by IC and Just Be, so people don't be afraid to tap in. You can go to the mental health seminars and they'll get you right with knowledge, you know what I mean, and advice that you're looking for, and they can lead you in the right direction. You know what I mean? So
Yes.
glad you answered that, and yeah, it's been good chopping it up with you. When you release
Yep.
some more music, you have to come back on here and promote the music. You know, we, you know, you got
Yes.
you got fans waiting for you. You know what I mean? So yeah,
I really appreciate that to everybody that has been waiting on me to put out music or, that just supports anything that I do. All my hobbies from, like I said, from ice skating to dance to, recording anything that I want to do. I just want to tell you thank you. Thank you for always being there for me. Thank you for always supporting anything that I want to thank you most above all for your patience. I know I take a long time. I know I take so long. So, I really just, to anybody out there that just supports anything that I do, thank you.
So it's over. Yeah. The wait will be worth it, y'all. You know what I mean? We got Airrial, you know what I mean, doing her thing. You guys stay tuned. Where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram at AirCertified.
Air
That's the
Certified.
site that I use the most.
That's it. You know what I mean? Tap in, follow, tell a friend, tell everybody. You know what I mean? And y'all know how we do it, man. I'm Jojo Fasho. You know what I mean? This is Sorry Not Sorry, the podcast. You know what I mean? I'm in Vegas right now, so it's 100-something degrees. So we're in the AC cooling. You know,
Yeah.
it's hot as hell. And if you don't like it, sorry, not sorry. You gotta stay tuned. We got more for you. You know what I mean? Peace.
You really, really make me wanna. You know you make me wanna turn all the way up, now turn up, turn up, turn up. You make me wanna turn up, turn up. You make me wanna turn up, turn up. You make me wanna turn up, turn all the way up. Ain't no doubt about it, baby, when I hit the stage. Just around your room, gon' get my comb because the night is on. Got you rocking your body from left to right. Hot damn, it's groovy, baby. We gon' party tonight. Now turn it tighty for the party, 'cause the night is going down. We about to turn the music up and blast the speakers extra loud. I mean, I'm about to hit the flow and do my dance straight loose. I'm getting rowdy with the crew. I'm here to party. This is what we do. We got the crowd excited 'cause we gon' kill the stage. And I'm on like Burger King. I'ma have it my way. I mean, I'm about to bring the fire 'cause it's about to get lit. Go tell the DJ, turn me up and let me spark it a bit. I mean, I got the crowd excited 'cause I'm gon' kill the stage. And I'm on like Burger King. I'ma have it my way. I mean, I got you rocking your body from left to right. Hot damn, it's groovy, baby. We gon' party tonight. Now turn up, turn up, turn up. You make me wanna turn up, turn up. You make me wanna turn up, turn up. You make me wanna turn up, turn all the way up. Ain't no doubt about it, baby, when I hit the stage. Just around your room, gon' get my comb because the night is on. Got you rocking your body from left to right. Hot damn, it's groovy, baby. We gon' party tonight. Now turn up, night it's on. We gon' party all night till the morning. In the zone. Forget your cares, live in the moment. Fuck it up, let's get loose. Hit the floor and bust a move. You gotta dive into the music, ride the wave and feel the groove. You gotta vibe out with your energy, activate your chemistry, equalize your synergy and party till next century. I got the crowd excited 'cause I'm gon' kill the stage. And I'm on like Burger King. I'ma have it my way. I mean, I got you rocking your body from left to right. Hot damn, it's groovy, baby. We gon' party tonight. Turn up, turn up. You make me wanna turn up, turn up. You make me wanna turn up, turn up. You make me wanna turn up, turn all the way up. Ain't no doubt about it, baby, when I hit the stage. Just around your room, gon' get my comb because the night is on. Got you rocking your body from left to right. Hot damn, it's groovy, baby. We gon' party tonight. Now turn up, turn up, turn up. You make me wanna turn up, turn.